Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders. Let's jump in and talk to Ellie. Goddess be praised, unless my eyes deceive me. This is Tantagel Castle, and all these rooms are so beautifully decorated. I take it you've been hard at work again, Harry. Your powers truly are amazing. I just know you've got what it takes to defeat the Dragon Lord. Huh? You are going to defeat the Dragon Lord, aren't you? Aren't you? But there's no one else in the whole of Elfgard who's up to that task. Harry, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but there's one last thing that I'd like you to do. Please, Harry, I beg you, defeat the Dragon Lord and save our world from darkness. Oh, thank you for all that medicine. By my quivering quiff. So this is the famous Tantagel Castle, the place of the Cantling Chronicles describes as the beating heart of all Elfgard. It may not be as bright and bustling as Cantlin is right now, but I can see that your building work is already well underway. Honestly, Harry, there seems to be no limit to your powers, but will they be enough to topple the mighty Dragon Lord himself? Bah, what a ridiculous question. If you don't have what it takes to defeat the Dragon Lord, nobody does. Which brings me to the other gift I have to give you. I'm going to tell you the secret to rebuilding the legendary armor you have to wear when you're fighting old lizard features. Right after I've introduced myself to the princess, you can wait until then, can't you? Wahaha. Oh, and by the way, LaRoche asked me to bring you these. The monsters around here aren't backward about coming forward, right? You'll be needing these to keep them as far from the castle as you can. Cheers. And 2 evil idols. And... cool, blimey. This place is blinking gorgeous, right? Then where's the baths? Oh, no baths, eh? What a shame. After walking all the way from Cole, I'm stickier than a long, thin brown thing. A shit, maybe? So, Harry, it's nearly time for you to take on the Dragon Lord, isn't it? Ever since I first met you in Cole, I knew this moment had come. That's why I had the boys dig through the books in Galileo's library to try and figure something out for you, the secret of making the Sword of Kings. It's the most famous treasure of Cole, and just the thing you'll need to topple the Dragon Lord. Oh, to lop the Dragon Lord's block off. I'll give you the lowdown in a bit, but first of all, I've got to get some rest. My feet are killing me. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. I got you a present for you. I got a present for you, sorry. It's the fruits of our labour, the ultimate weapon and all. Thank fuck for that. Cheers then. Right, well, let's put them away, shall we? Not sure we're going to need the cannon just yet, but whatever. Okay. Oh, we don't even have a bed. Yeah, we'll make some of them. Don't want to run out anytime soon. And let's make a simple bed. Sure. Awesome. Da da da. Oh shit. Let's pop that away so no one tries to sleep in it. Ellie, you bitch, come here. Oh, Harry. It's so wonderful to be living alongside you again. It feels like a dream. Though it may not feel like that way to you. After all, you have an incredibly important mission to fulfill. Nothing less than defeating the Dragon Lord. I'm sure there'll be times when you feel terribly tired, both in your body and in your soul. When those times come, I'll do everything I can to ease the pain. Oh, to ease your pain. But first of all, I want you to do something for me. No, for everyone. Don't you think it'll be ever so helpful if we had a special room in the castle to rest and recuperate, not just physically but spiritually too. Back in Romolda, I saw many sights that were so utterly awful that made my eyes spin and my stomach turn. Whenever I thought things couldn't get any worse, I took strength from my faith and gathered the will to persevere in my mission. Everyone's fighting so hard to protect this place. If we had a room set aside where they could find a little peace, I think it would help them in the same way. Here, Harry, I've drawn a picture of the kind of thing I'm thinking of. I'd be ever so grateful if you could build it for me. As for the statue of the goddess that I've drawn in my blueprint, I've thought long and hard about how you could go about building it. I wouldn't presume to tell the builder how to do his own job, but if you'd bear with me for just a moment. Harry obtained the Holy Hostel blueprint and learns how to make the goddess statue. Now I need to knock down that wall. Thank God that we can put it straight back up. Oh, for fuck's sake, I need this wall gone and all. Really? For fuck's sake. Right, castle foundation first. And then castle walls. Right. We need 3 pots, 6 beds. We'll get on that first. We already have one because we just made it. I wonder if we can make the other 5 straight away. 1. Well, there's 3 in total. 4. 5. Awesome, we have enough beds and pots we need. Can we make pots? Okay, 1. What do we even need it for a pot? Oh, earth and goo. Oh, there was clay for a pot. I may have changed the recipe. Whatever. Right. Boom. Boom, boom. Then we want bed. Bed, bed. Bed, bed, and bed. Now we need more castle foundations and walls. Which... we don't think we have enough foundations, but we definitely have enough walls. Nope. That's not where that meant to go. Oh, fuck off. I can't be asked to fuck around doing it like that. Let's just do the... Ugh! Do it like this. Yeah, we need more. Have we got enough stuff to make any more though? Oh, yeah, thank God. Please be enough, because I can't be asked to make any more than that. Two and 3. So, is it 2 or 3 tall? Only 2. Okay. Nope. Thank you. And around here. Oh shit. And we need what sort of door? Just a wooden one. Haven't we got a wooden one? We do. Oh, it's a magic door. We definitely have them. We stole most of them from the castle. Okay, now we need the brick barbecue. Okay. So our cook room's going to become null and void, so we need to pick these up now. And we might as well take the brazier out of here as well for now. Do we need any tables in here? Oh, we need that, and then... Oh, those two... So we did kind of go along the same lines. Just we did it a little bit different. Where are those posh stools? Oh, there. And then, oh no, get up. Where's the brick barbecue? We're gonna need that. And that. Oh, okay, that's not where that meant to go. Fancy bedroom turns into a barbecue kitchen. We need one of them there. That works. And what do we need in there? Oh, the statue of the goddess. Right. Do we have a candelabra? Oh, yeah, the candelabrium. Oh, it's not even the one we need. Okay, what's the one we need? Oh, just a candlestick. So you need a candlestick and a goddess statue. Which I'm not sure where we're gonna make it. Is it in here? It's probably in the forge. Or not. Maybe it is in here. Where is it? It is... Am I going mental? Oh, it might be in the diviner's thingy. Completely forgot about that. Oh, it is. Holy water and stone. Perfect. Although I could have just gone back through the portal to where we started and got the one from the watering hole. Boom. Well, there's that done. I'm gonna talk to you in a sec. We're gonna go ditch this blueprint in here. And there we go. We will shove these in here. And now we will talk to you. Goddess be praised, it's even more beautiful than I imagined it. Thank you, Harry. Now the people of Tantagel have a sanctuary from all this danger and darkness. Speaking of the darkness, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about. I've heard a rumour about a young warrior who set out from Tantagel long ago to fight the Dragon Lord and the hated King of Monsters. The story goes that the Dragon Lord asked the warrior to join him in return for half the world, and the warrior answered yes. And that's how this bleak and benighted world came into existence. What I don't understand, Harry, is why the warrior would agree to the Dragon Lord's offer. They say he was the scion of a legendary hero. Had he only seen out his mission till the end, he would have become a great hero himself. And yet he chose to turn his back on that goodness and that glory and accept the offer of the great deceiver himself. Did he truly believe that the Dragon Lord would part with half of the world so easily? The poor fool thought he committed a great sin. Although he committed a great sin when he went against the goddess's guidance, I'm sure he had his reasons. If that warrior was still alive today, I'd be ever so keen to meet him, perhaps I could convince him to return to the righteous path. Oh, I nearly forgot. My grandfather asked me to give you this. It's a secret recipe for a medicine that with miraculous healing properties. You might very well need it if you're going to fight the Dragon Lord yourself. Oh, thank you for the ruby. Yggdrasil essence. An exotic elixir made to mirror the world tree's dew, revives and restores you to full health upon death. Automatically used if you're held. Sure, what do we need for it? I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone a minute. No, fuck off. Oh no, don't smash anything. We need a medicinal herb, white petal, and scare root. I don't know where we get that. That could be a problem. Oh, he's made us some divine daggers. Sure, we'll take them. Don't need the holy water. We've got fucking enough to drown the world. Oh, and then we'll swap that to there. Who should we talk to next? You. Harry. Though this may not be the ideal time for it, I have an urgent matter to discuss with thee regarding the princess. As well thou knowest, the princess is a kind and gentle creature who will happily break bread with even her lowest subjects. But what of her sleeping quarters? 'Tis hardly fitting that her majesty should be forced to sleep in such ignoble surroundings, wherefore I breathe building her a bedroom fit for her station. Naturally, the princess knoweth naught of this request. She is far too humble to demand aught from herself, especially in such dire times as these. And yet I must, for it is my sacred duty as a knight of Tantagel to ensure my princess's comfort and security. As for the chamber's location, I deem that far corner the safest spot. I bid thee decorate the room in a manner fit for a princess, with flowers and a candelabrum and a chick chair. Not to mention a lady sign to mark the room as hers, and a four-poster bed for such opulence as befitteth her nobility. What sayest thou, Harry? Is it within thy powers to dream up a bedstead as magnificent as that? Probably. Boom. Princess-sized bed. Let me guess. Gonna cost me an arm and a leg. Motherfucker. Well, looks like I have to go and get some more of that. Can we make a chick chair? Well, I guess we need more silk. And we're gonna need some banners. For fuck's sake. Sure. Right, let's go. Actually, do you know what? While we're here, we might as well talk to the other guys. This castle of yours has come along splendidly. At this rate, it may soon put even Cantillon to shame. But enough small talk. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but delivering the ancient emblem wasn't my only reason for coming here. I also have to teach you how to forge the fabled armor you'll need to wear when you face the Dragon Lord. When the great goddess appeared to me and told me I had to help you prepare for the day of the Dragon Lord's downfall, I remembered something. There was a chapter in the Cantillon Chronicle that described a long-lost suit of armor. It told how the great blacksmith Magog forged it for the hero of legend to wear when he faced the Dragon Lord so many eons ago. Hehe, do you remember that name, Harry? Indeed, the legendary suit of armor was created by none other than the ancestor of our good friend Magnus. I asked Magnus if he had any inkling of where the armor might be found, a secret family stash maybe? Sadly no, he told me that the armor went missing long ago. But if I were to tell you what he knew of its construction, you'd be able to rebuild it. Listen closely, Harry, and I'll tell you everything that Magnus told me. Use this knowledge to rebuild the armor and defeat the Dragon Lord. Aurora armor. Right, what do we need to make that? And oh, I can already make it. The Xanthium stuff that I collected: ruby, gold, or callum, finest fur, and cord. By my towering cheekbones, you've rebuilt the Aurora armor. Can I try it on, Harry? I've always wondered what I'd look like if I were a hero. What? You'd never be able to get the stink out? Honestly, Harry, you haven't changed since the very moment I met you. Whatever pops into your mind flows straight out your mouth. You'd think a servant of the goddess would be a little more prudent with their words, particularly when dealing with sensitive souls. I don't know whether to put it down to mere naivety or something else. But never mind. I like that you can speak your mind to me, Harry. It shows what great friends we are. By the way, Harry, why does that old fool Myroland always act like he knows better than everyone else? He even went so far to say that you aren't the one who's going to defeat the Dragon Lord. But you're the only one in the whole wide world who could possibly do it. Even I know that. So, whatever you do, Harry, don't listen to that silly old man. I want to see this world bathed in light again. I know that Pippa and LaRoche and everyone else back in Catlin are all eagerly awaiting the day that Alfgard knows true peace once more. Oh, and one more thing. You've rebuilt the Aurora armor, but don't you think it's a little lacking on its own? Wouldn't a great big shield be just the thing to really set the ensemble off? Have a think about it and see what you can come up with. Cheers for the gold, dude. Sure, do you know what? Let's make it if we can. Ah, we can't. Oh no, we can. And we'll wear it now, but when it comes to fighting the Dragon Lord, we won't wear the shield or the armor. Because if we look at our challenges, defeat the Dragon Lord without wearing the legendary armor. And I believe that means the shield as well. So what we're going to do is go into items. We are going to store full plate and the steel shield and them. And when it comes to fighting the Dragon Lord, we'll just take these out and use them. But yeah, this is the legendary armor and shield. And let's talk to this. Oh, Barbella. Barbella, come here. Watch, Harry. You really ready to give the Dragon Lord a proper walloping? Ah, sorry, of course you ain't. I ain't told you how to make the legendary sword yet, have I? Alright, here goes. I'll show you how to go about forging the Sword of Kings. There was an old legend doing the rounds back in Cole, saying the sword was first forged there hundreds of years ago. Or hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So as soon as you set off for Tantager, we started going through all Galileo's old books to see if we could work out how the thing was put together in the first place. And we finally did it. So here, follow these instructions, get that Sword of Kings rebuilt, and use it to lock the Rotter's block off. Dun 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 dun. Boom. Can we make the sword as well? And the answer is... yeah, we can. Or callum, steel, gold, silver, and magic dye. If I remember rightly, the sword can't break. But I could be wrong. Blimey O'Reilly, that's the Sword of Kings, alright. Nice one, Harry. You're one step closer to taking down a Dragon Lord. Oh, and while we're on the subject of fighting, a good fight, do you mind if I give that old codger, Myreland, and his two stupid knights a punch in the bracket? Those stuck-up snobs keep calling you the carpenter, and saying it ain't your proper place to take down a Dragon Lord. Who gives a flying plumeberry about whose place it is? Who do they think they are, telling everyone what they can and can't do? The only person who gets to decide that is you. I've never got on with all this talk of oracles and divine messengers and all that rubbish. I'll give it to you straight, Harry. I didn't come here because Poxy Goddess sent me. I came here to give you the Sunstone and teach you how to forge the Sword of Kings, and that's that. Ah, those posh prats have got me all riled up. It's times like these I could really do with a nice hot bath. I like the fact that they've actually used prats. Honestly, this is kind of the way I used to sound with my accent and that, but whatever. But prats was a very oftenly used word in my family. As soon as the Dragon Lord's done with and the world's at peace again, you can come back with me to Cull and we can both have a good long soak. Bird, Cecile, and all the boys are waiting for you. If you're lucky, maybe even Galileo will show up, show his smug old mug again.